watching Chuck go through the lawsuit was really difficult. It was hard on our family, but it was mainly hard on him. He carried so much of that weight, and there were plenty of times that I wondered, is this worth it?
I can say that 4 days in front of a federal judge and listen to them talk about what a horrible person I was by helping people cancel their timeshare that they'd been lied to about. It's very strange. Having a jury look at you and size me up, and I literally sat for 4 days, and in my left hand I had a buckeye, and the right hand I had a cross. I'm rubbing both of them.
He's always been an entrepreneur. He's always had that kind of spirit in starting his own business. But this was so different. It was so different for him. It had some meaning to him that others didn't. So I came to him plenty of times and said, is this worth it? Is it worth your health? Is it worth the stress that we have endured? The financial situation that it really put us in, and he really tried so hard to carry so much of that on his own and not have his family exposed to it. But of course, that was difficult. It was a very difficult time. Even over Christmas, we had a phone call from an attorney that needed a payment, and so it was some tough times watching that. But I was so proud. I was so proud of my husband for standing up to some very high-powered lawyers and in federal court, and it was like a movie. It was like something off of a movie, and that we didn't know how that might turn out. And it turned out great. It turned out great for us, but it turned out great for everybody that he can help. So I was very proud. I know that the morning that he left to go, the very first day to court, my mother and my father and my grandparents all carried a buckeye in their purse or in their pocket. It was their good luck charm. And I took one of those buckeyes, and before Chuck walked out, I handed it to him. And he told me when he came in that day and other days that while he stood there and while he was testifying, that he held on to that buckeye. And that was that was kind of a moment for us, and it was just great that it turned out the way it did.
I can say that 4 days in front of a federal judge and listen to them talk about what a horrible person I was by helping people cancel their timeshare that they'd been lied to about. It's very strange. Having a jury look at you and size me up, and I literally sat for 4 days, and in my left hand I had a buckeye, and the right hand I had a cross. I'm rubbing both of them all day. And, I felt like I was in a movie. And most of the time when you go see a movie like this, a court or a trial movie, you normally know the ending before you see the ending. And normally you're not the one in the movie. This was a movie I was in, and I wasn't only in it, but because of what I stood for, I'd put my wife, my children, and my grandchildren. $5.9 million is a lot of money. It's money I didn't have. And this is not something you can go file bankruptcy on and make it go away. So it's actually hard to believe it was me that was there. But to know that it makes me proud, to be quite honest. If it's good that my children can look at me and say, Dad believed in something, and he fought like hell to win so he could continue to help people. That in all honesty, I knew this going in, that I'd never met before. I was fighting in federal court for somebody I hadn't met before. It could be years and years before I ever talked to him on the phone. But again, when you watch a movie like this, you normally know the ending. I didn't know the ending of this. I didn't know, was I going to be $5.9 million in debt that I had to figure out a way to pay and still eat and survive and live life. I don't think many people would do that. If push came to shove, would you really fight for somebody you never met before over $5.9 million? Or would you just leave and go get in some other business? And I would venture to say that most people would just get in some other business. And I question myself quite often. But it turned out right. It turned out the right way. And the right way meaning I knew that I was in the right and they were in the wrong. And because of that, I thought we would win. And by the grace of God, we won. We won for you. We fought for you. We continue every day to fight for you. If you own timeshare and you've been lied to and you want out, we continue every day to fight just as hard as I did in federal court. So just because we won the lawsuit, that does not mean the fight is over. We continue to fight every day. If you need help, you want to get out, please give us a call.